Do you want to outsmart your opponents with a powerful trap? This video is your simple guide to the fishing pole trap. We show you the key ideas, the dangers and the small tricks that make it work. Master it and start seeing consistent wins in chess. The trap starts out with e4, e5. We see the Ruy Lopez opening and black brings their knight to f6. White castles allowing black to take the pawn on e4. Instead, we play knight g4, a crushing tactical move to evoke a response from white. Usually, we see h3 here, the right move kicking the knight away. This is where black sets the trap. h5. We invite white to take the knight, opening up the h-file for our rook when we take back. From this position, black wins 90% of games. Here, the most common move is knight to h2. If white tries to hold on to the knight, black will be at huge advantage with queen h4. White can try to stop the attack, but there's too many threats for them to hold the position together. Another tactic white might try is d4. Creating tension in the center. Don't fall for this. First take the knight on f3. When the queen takes back, now you can threaten mate with the queen. White will most likely play queen h3. It's okay to trade here and take on d4 with your knight. After taking on c2 with your knight, you will have a 2-pawn advantage, and white's king is also exposed. If white plays like a master, they would play c3 in this position. However, it's too late after we start playing aggressive. a6, bishop a4, and then we take the knight on f3. Queen takes back, and it's similar to the last line. Queen h4 threatening mate. Queen h3 is white's defense, and then the queen's trade. We play d6, a discovered double threat on the h3 pawn. White's king is completely exposed now, and with perfect play we can get an endgame like this. If white tries to block the h4 square instantly with g3, we can catch them with this beautiful sacrifice line. It starts with c3, a6, bishop a4, and then we bring our queen out to f6. White will play d3 or d4 here, and this can be ignored with d6. D takes e, and we play the brilliant queen sacrifice bishop h3. It's game over for white here. They can either sacrifice pieces and be completely losing, or take the queen and bishop g2 comes in, creating an unstoppable checkmate and threat on h1. Another position here is if white recaptures on f3 right away. The knight jumps to d4, forking the bishop and the queen. White can choose to defend the bishop or go to g2, giving up the bishop completely. The trick here is queen to f6, ignoring the bishop. Our next move will be knight f3, in most cases winning white's queen. Let's look at what happens when they defend the bishop. Queen comes to g5, and you can see white's dark square bishop is blocked in. White will play f4 here to give their king breathing room. Here I like to play e takes f4, rook takes back, and we sacrifice the knight with the fork on e2. Queen takes, and we reply with taking the pawn on g3, winning the rook. After a few moves we can win the queen also. So what if white doesn't take the knight and play something like knight c3? Here we jump in with knight d4, scooping in on the center. After knight takes on d4, a line I like comes after we retake back on d4. Knight jumps back to e2, attacking our hanging center pawn, and then we play a6. White's bishop moves to a4, and then we retreat our knight, inviting white to take the pawn on d4. Now if white takes the bait, we play c5, and the bishop is about to be trapped after this continuation. If white knows their theory and plays an early c3, don't panic. We simply kick the bishop, develop with bishop c5, and reach a complex middle game. Black has active piece play, but you must be careful about the e5 pawn and the knight on g4. If white decides not to play h3 at all and ignores the knight completely, there are a few captures in the center, we castle, and it's a fairly equal game. So that's the fishing pole trap. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And just comment what you want me to do next, any traps you want me to cover, all that stuff. Take care, thanks for watching.